What's up, Scout Nation, and welcome to the video. One moment. Sorry about that. I briefly forgot to close the door to my studio space, so position my collar. There we go. All right. So what's up, Scout Nation? Today, rather than reviewing a new flavor, we are reviewing these, the Dubby shakers. Especially since, after months of heavy use, my blue one here, as you probably noticed in the pictures, has cracked. And this is the closest you can get to a catastrophic fail that I've ever seen with one of these shakers. But on the positive note, it lasted little over 5 months before experiencing anything close to a catastrophic failure in the form of cracking. The cup portion itself is completely intact and completely usable. The only thing that's not usable is the lid portion. The shaker band and the cup are still 100% intact and completely viable. The lid, on the other hand, has a major stress fracture that has occurred and broken along the predominant rim. Now, could you potentially take food safe glue and probably reseal that and make it viable again? Yeah, without a doubt. But it's still compromised and still nowhere near the same as it was when it was original and solid. All the same, these shakers are amazing. They're highly durable and they hold up. I've only ever owned 3 shaker cups in my entire life. And of those 3 different types, this one here has lasted the longest, lifespan-wise. The other 2 shaker cups I owned barely lasted 2 months before, or they wouldn't thread properly, lids broke, cup portion, and started showing signs of stress fracture from constant use. These, on the other hand, hold up similar to Boy Scout Nalgene bottles, which are highly durable, high-end plastic, designed from the ground up to take a beating. Yes, I'm talking about the red bottles you see with every kid, roughly 3rd grade and up, who goes camping, hiking, and all that with the BSA organization, currently known as Scouting, since they have included girls in recent years. There's the fleur-de-lis eagle, an emblem I wore proudly from the time I myself was in 3rd grade all the way till the day I turned 18, and still, on occasion, wear proudly. Yeah, after all those years, anytime you might hear of a local scouting function, or someone's in the area and has a group wearing colors, I'm more than happy to take the old uniform out and represent the organization, and especially on Scouting Sunday every year. Though my uniform is now patchless because I do not belong to any troop or group of any sort, so I am a patchless and retired out scout, but once a scout, always a scout. Yeah, these hold up similar to their Nalgene bottles, which are amazing in and of themselves. I own 2 standard edition, the Dubby ones, and 3 special edition, 1 metal special edition, 2 regular special editions with modified lids. And the biggest thing I have to say is I would definitely buy these bottles again. They're highly durable, and with a 5-month lifespan, that means I'm only really buying 2 to 3 a year to handle all my Dubby needs. So that's not bad. I've got, like I said, 5 in my possession, and in 3 different styles, and I have used 2 other outside of this brand label, well, that didn't hold up anywhere near as well. The closest in durability that I can think of that I've seen outside of just shakers for this purpose is a gravy shaker, and I think my mom has had hers and kept it clean and functioning for, heck, over 30 years. Or since she's had the same one since I was little. Well, pretty sure she came with it when we moved, and I'm coming up on 32 years old. So, yeah. Not quite the lifespan, but it's probably the next most durable thing I can think of that would handle what this does. Would be a gravy shaker. Similar ring, or similar compact design, much different and thicker plastic. It's meant for a much thicker job, but still, these hold up incredibly well. 5-month lifespan. From my personal experience, I'd say probably 6 months. If you were to really baby them, I hand wash mine to keep the graphic looking amazing. Though, if I recall correctly, yes, they have the logo on the bottom that indicates they are dishwasher safe, if as well as recyclable. Oh, and a BPA and DEHP free. Which, considering a lot of the stuff that comes out of similar countries in Asia and that, as this tag on the bottom states that this one was made with, though it's for the most part a full-on American company, the bottles are marked with a Made in China label. Compared to a lot of things coming out of China nowadays, this one is by far 100 times better than 98% of the stuff I've seen come out there. And I work in public retail, well, in asset protection, so keep that in mind. I see a lot of cheap-made Chinese crap. This stuff's made in China. It's durable as hell. Well, lasts almost 3 times what your average shaker bottle that you see on the market. It is surviving by closest estimates on the fact that I had one last 5 months before having any sort of catastrophic failure. So props to Dubby. Thank you for making such an amazing product, not only in the drinks you do, but in your shakers. The fact that these can hit cement, gravel, roadways, and whatever else you might drop them on, and still keep up after 5 months of daily use, being washed 2-3 times a week, you can still look as good as they do and hold up, speaks to your product in and of itself. I highly recommend these shakers. Feel free to go to Dubby's website and get them for yourself. Both, they are highly durable, and it's an excellent shaker to keep on you and just have on possession for your daily water or even mixed drink needs. All right, Scout Nation, I salute you all. Well, and I'm signing off of having given you a brief opinion on the Dubby shakers. Now I'm going to drink my water, get ready to go out for a bit of a walk to handle some personal stuff, and get about the rest my day. Here's to all your adventures, and hopefully we can tune in again soon with some more. I've got product on the way, and we'll see what our next adventure brings. Hopefully I can get the parts I need to get my computer fully up and running, and we can get back to some gaming, finish Hogwarts Legacy, and get into Skyrim and some other games. Till then, I salute you, and I pray and wish you the best in all your endeavors. May St. Carnocunas, this patron of the internet, and computer users, be with you all.